I sure hope you guys are in the need for some motivation today, because in today's video, we are literally getting it all done. So if you are looking for some real mom life, cooking, cleaning, all the things, make sure you stick around. Good morning. We have a packed day today. We have Bobby's brother and his wife and 2 girls coming over tomorrow. So I have so much that I have to get done today, but I am starting by going over to Mom and Dad's house and picking up a batch of milk from them. But with it being their first time ever seeing our house, obviously we want to make sure everything's looking nice. But the other thing is my niece is actually allergic to dogs. So I'm going to make sure to clean any of the fabrics in the house, mainly like blankets and stuff like that. And then obviously I want to make sure the floors are really clean, everything's dusted today. Nice thing is I'm kind of used to doing stuff like that anyway. And so I have a nephew that has a pretty bad dog allergy and a niece. So they usually don't have issues at our house, but that's because I always take these steps before they come over. So yeah, go to Mom and Dad's, pick up the milk, and then come home, clean up the house as best as possible. I have the kids tidying up their room today, obviously. And then I also want to work on making some pasta. We have a boatload of eggs again, and I did order more glasses to water glass more eggs, but they were supposed to come yesterday and I don't think they did. Maybe they'll come today. We shall see. But we have a crazy amount of eggs again. So pasta is something that our family loves, so I'm going to make some pasta. And then if we get those glass jars, probably water glass the eggs that we have.
I was quietly protective of my heart to reassure that I couldn't break to pieces and be left alone once more. If you hadn't been so patient, you'd be easy to ignore. You put up with all my till you didn't anymore. And now I stand here calling at your door. Oh, now I stand here calling at your door. Yeah, I'm yours anywhere you want. Yeah, I'm yours. And now we're singing. I have been too self-involved, been protective of my feelings, but somehow you made me fall. You got underneath the surface and you shattered every wall. And I know I got that feeling, there's no question anymore. And now I stand here calling at your door. Oh, now I stand here.
Alright, so got my car washed, got gas in my tank because I was down to 1/4 of a tank. And with us going to the beach tomorrow, I didn't want to have only 1/4 of a tank. Went to Mom and Dad's house, picked up the milk, and now I'm heading home. So now I have to go home and get the house in order. All the type of cleaning tasks I do to make sure to lower any allergens from the dogs and whatnot. That's my main goal today. So yeah, busy day. I think I'm gonna make chicken Alfredo tonight. I figure since I'm making pasta anyway, I might as well do some sort of pasta dish for dinner and use fresh pasta. But I wanted to show you guys a closer look at the freeze-dried milk, because I always get questions about it when it comes to it, because I know it's obviously not the norm. Most people have a freezer full of milk, which I just got rid of yesterday, another almost 1,300 ounces. I had some mama come and pick up. So the freezed stuff I am giving away. I have 2 mamas that pick up frozen milk for their babies. And then The freeze-dried stuff is what I am saving for Athena, because I plan on weaning off of my pumping come June. That way, come the end of July, I won't be pumping at all. So when we go to Tennessee for our family vacation, I don't need to worry about pumping, because that's my biggest thing, is I do not want to have to worry about pumping in Tennessee. So I'm pretty sure whenever I run a batch like this is about a week to a week and a half worth of food. And I run a batch pretty much every single week. So I already have weeks of stuff. So if I start giving her purely freeze-dried milk come, let's say, July, I only need realistically 2 months worth of it to get her past her 1-year birthday. I would like to have more than that so that I can keep her on breast milk as long as possible. But obviously the main thing is past 1 year. So even though I think I have enough already to get her past her 1 year, I'm just keep doing it. Also, the nice thing about having the freeze-dried stuff is for Bjorn's eczema, when he's having really bad flare-ups, I can mix that in with Vaseline and him use it as a lotion, and it really, really helps with his eczema and flare-ups and things like that. I could add it into soaps. I could add it into a bunch of different things to help with any skin inflammation and stuff like that.
Won't you tell me, baby, what do you see when your heart sinks in the deep? Now you're tossing, turning, thinking of me, just burning through your memories, losing all your beauty sleep. There's lightning in your eyes, obsession and a lie. You gotta cover it up. Paranoid, terrified, but you won't tell me why. I'm trying to figure it out. Get rid of all your doubt, babe. You're conflicted. Got my suspicions that you don't wanna lose this feeling. Trying to be heartless, but I know you don't mean it. Yeah, you don't wanna lose this feeling. You don't wanna lose this feeling. Oh, baby, tell me where we headed with this. Wanna know what
So I do normally try and switch this out about once a month, but sometimes that just doesn't happen. So I'm gonna do it today because this is a great way, if you have animals and you have someone coming over who has an allergy, just to help prevent any allergy attacks. So I don't even want to know how dirty this is, because I think it's been 2 months since I've done this. But we always have extras on hand. That way it's just quick and easy to replace when we need to. Oh, it's dirty, but I've definitely seen worse, so it's not too bad. When you put these in, there's always an arrow on it. So whichever way the air is going, you just want that arrow to be pointing in that direction. So the air goes up here. So we have the arrow pointing up. Done. I'm just trying to get all of this started because I have to pump again. But if I can get this started, it'll help. I noticed the other day though, our dryer was not drying well. So I got this a couple weeks ago, and it's just to help clean it out. And what's nice is it has a like stretchy silicone connector, so no matter what type of vacuum you have, it works. So I'm gonna go in here, vacuum it all out, and then I'll vacuum that, and then hopefully the dryer works better, and it's not that we have to do the back hose and the hose in the attic, because sometimes that has to yearly to every 6 months get cleaned out as well.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine. But I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I look at you and know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound.
Alright, so now that I got my 12 o'clock pump session done, I want to bag all the milk from the last 24 hours. But then my thought is I'm gonna do a power hour clean and just literally go into every room and try and tidy up the entire house for the next hour. That way, later this afternoon, I can focus on cleaning the floors, dusting, things like that. But I do want to get this done first. Once a day, I have to go through and literally do all the milk from the past 24 hours. And this is what we're looking at. This is just excess.
People knew her by her will, to make it whatever she put her mind to. Late night hours up the hill, serving coffee to strangers, talking about revenue. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone, and she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day, but if
So this was definitely a day where I had big plans and not so much actually got all done. I got a lot done, don't get me wrong, but it's funny how when the day starts, I had like all these plans in my head, and I am now sitting in bed doing these voiceovers, and I only got about half of the stuff done. But I did get the main stuff done. I really wanted to make sure, obviously the kitchen needs to be tidied up and cleaned up every single day because it is always a mess. Always. Like, that is just life in our house. But I feel like this is when it is really good to remember that things don't have to be perfect, because there are just so many times that you can have the best of intentions to get it all done and do all these things, and often I feel like the hours in the day just go so quickly, especially when you're trying to get everything done around all the kids being home. We are still on spring break, and this was well, today is Saturday. You guys are seeing this Sunday. So there's lunches and breakfasts and dinners, and baby Athena obviously takes up a lot of my time and things like that. So often I will have the best of intentions and not get everything on my list, but that's totally okay. It just gets pushed off to another day. It's still going to be here tomorrow. So if it doesn't get done today, it can get done tomorrow. And at least I got something done.
where did you go? Where's your heart at? Why did you fall back?
I know I've said this before, but I do so recommend, if you don't have a robot vacuum yet though, to get one, because in the morning I had the kids clean up their room, and then we sent the robot vacuum into their room to vacuum it up. And as I was cleaning every room that I got done with, I would send the robot vacuum in behind me, because even though I still want to do a more thorough cleaning of the floors, it's nice to just get that initial cleaning with the robot vacuum. And it is a big project taken off my hands. I've always said things like the robot vacuum and stuff, I don't think they completely take the place of doing things by hand, but they definitely help. And there's some days that there's just not enough hours in the day to do everything. So if I can have a little bit of help from technology, I am definitely taking advantage of that. I often get questions about my glass stovetop, so if you have a glass stovetop, I highly recommend oven cleaner for it. I'm always having something bubble over on the stove, and it is so much easier to give it a quick wipe down with my multi-purpose spray. And then in those areas that are burnt on, just putting the oven cleaner on it, I literally just spray it and walk away and come back later with a cloth and wipe it up, and it comes off so good, and it works so much better than having to scrub it pretty much on the daily. There are some days that I'll go in and give it a really good scrub that it needs, but definitely for like the day-to-day messes, oven cleaner makes it so much easier. And then just like the blankets, I'm also picking up all of our washable rugs today and giving them a good wash. I highly recommend, if you don't have washable rugs, to invest in them. Maybe not all over your house, but bathrooms and kitchens especially makes it so much easier. I wash these rugs once to twice a week just because they do get messy a lot more than most rugs in the house, and the bathroom ones especially. So if you have not switched out your rugs for washable ones, I would definitely do it. It makes life a ton easier.
The other night, I remember what it felt like. Felt like to be arms on my wide-eyed.
But now I'm just moving into Bobby and my room. Not doing too much in here. I'm just trying to tidy it up and everything. Do a quick dusting and cleaning of the nightstands. And then obviously a quick tidy up of the bathroom. I do realize that tomorrow all of this is going to have to be touched up. But it's one of those things of, if I get as much done today as possible, I knew it would make my morning tomorrow so much easier. My nightstand literally looks like this though every single day. Sometimes it's worse than others, but this is like the minimum that is on my nightstand every single morning. So I'm always having to clear it off and everything, because waking up in the middle of the night to pump or take care of the baby or whatever, I throw everything on my nightstand. I am someone that I love my sleep. So in the middle of the night, anything I can do to make it easier. So with pumping, you get hungry really easily. So I keep snacks in my nightstand. I always have water and stuff on hand, and then diapers, all the things. Everything is in my nightstand. And as I'm doing stuff in the middle of the night, I just put it right there and I deal with it all in the morning. I know some people be like, just deal with it right away. But I swear, half the time when I am feeding Athena in the middle of the night, I am half asleep while doing it. So this is just as good as it's gonna get. So I wasn't planning on giving my shower a huge cleaning, but I did notice the lower half of the glass had gotten, you can kind of see it here. I should have done more of a close-up, but just from water spots and soap buildup and all of that had gotten kind of off. And knowing that it was Bobby's brother and his wife's first time seeing our house, I knew we're probably going to be showing off the whole house. So I wanted to do just a quick cleaning of the glass in here. Easiest way though to clean your glass showers if there is soap scum buildup is using a mixture of Dawn dish soap and vinegar and water. It eats everything away. It completely cleared this up. And the nice thing is once I'm done scrubbing the areas that need to be scrubbed, I can just take the water, spray it down, and it'll dry spot free. And it just makes it so much easier. And if it's really, really bad, you just spray it on, rub it, and let it sit before you rinse it. And that will deteriorate any of the soap or hard water stains or anything like that. Sometimes, depending on your situation, you may have to do it more than once. But I found even when we lived in Wisconsin and had really hard water and we didn't have a water filter system, this mixture worked perfectly. Get the power hour done. Somebody wanted some snuggles. Yes, you did. So needless to say, she won. Yes, I know. Hi. So I think what I'm gonna do is obviously just play with her till she goes down for her next nap. And realistically, I'll probably finish cleaning tonight. You guys know I'm not a fan of night cleaning. But in this situation, when we're having people over tomorrow, I will probably end up doing that. And the nice thing about that is the house will be completely done and then no one to mess it up. And then tomorrow it's just kind of maintaining the rest of it. What are you doing? You cutie baby. You just wanted mama? Yeah. Oh, there's your sister. Did you just need mama? Yeah, that's okay. We'll have mama baby time. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, play with her. Ow, don't pinch my face. Mwah. I'll play with her till she goes down for a nap, and then I'm probably gonna start working on pasta and water glassing some eggs.
All the right words pours from your mouth, holding me tight, saying I'm all yours, but I'm feeling my gut. It doesn't feel right. I see in your eyes.
I had acquired some help for the water glassing. I've shown this before in videos, but if you haven't seen it, so water glassing is just a way to preserve your eggs, but you have to use unwashed, clean eggs. So you can't use store-bought eggs or anything like that. Our eggs are all fresh, which is why they can stay out of the refrigerator and they are not washed. But you want to make sure they're like still clean. So I'm just taking a dry microfiber cloth, making sure there's no sand or dirt or anything on the eggs. And then I had Xander stacking them in my 1-gallon jars. But then you just use a mixture of pickling lime and water, and it creates a barrier around the eggs to make them shelf stable for, some people say 2 years, some people have said more. Honestly, I'm just looking to keep them shelf stable through the winter when our birds are not laying.
Tell me no lies, tell me no lie, 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 lie. Let's talk about your ex. Let's talk about your ex. Tell me, are you really over her, or am I gonna be the very next? I can feel your heart race to her name. I can take a lie, but I can take the rain. Let's talk about your ex. Let's talk about your ex. Tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lies, tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lies, tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lies, tell me no lie, 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 lie. Let's talk about your ex.
All right, now I'm gonna make some pasta. Pasta is actually really easy to make homemade, so I've been doing it more and more homemade. Just a single batch is 2 cups of flour. And then you make a well in the middle of it. And then you want to do 3 to 4 eggs. I usually do 3 of my eggs since I do have duck eggs, not chicken eggs, and these are just bigger. About a tablespoon of olive oil, and then about a tablespoon of salt. And then when you mix it together, you're gonna start mainly with the eggs, just trying to scramble them. But then as you go further along, I just slowly grab in flour from the middle, and you just keep doing that till it starts creating a paste, and then you can start really kneading it all together. And I like to use my scraping tool in the beginning to really combine this all at that point.
Just one glass in, you're already on my mind. When it gets late, I always realize
So when it comes to making pasta, it is very much a consistency thing. So it may take a couple goes to figure it out, but keep in mind like the texture of Play-Doh. That is what you are looking for. So if it's too dry, add just a little bit of water at a time. And if it's too wet, add a little bit more flour to it. But it's one of those things that I feel like it's kind of hard to mess up. But I really, really enjoy making this. It's pretty simple and everything. The other thing you do want to keep in mind is you want to rest the dough for at least 30 minutes. So I just am putting them into the balls under a damp washcloth or towel, and I let them sit on the counter for probably closer to 45 minutes to an hour. But you do want to make sure to wait at least 30 minutes before you roll them out.
This moment till the end of time, 'cause I know that it might be over after tonight. So before...
All right. So I ended up doing 4 batches of pasta. So one we're going to use tonight. Now the nice thing about fresh pasta is I actually already have the water going. You only boil it for like 3 minutes. That's it. So everything I make, well, not everything. One of the batches will be for tonight. I have my sauce cooking, my water I'm going to have boiling, and then the rest of it, I'm going to try drying it to make it shelf stable. But you got to flour the dough really well, get the initial flattening done so that it can go through easily. Also, if you have a KitchenAid or something, I found this attachment on Amazon. It is not the KitchenAid attachment. It is an off-brand one, and it works really, really well. It did take me a couple tries to like figure out exactly how to do this. So one thing I figured out is it's good to flour it. That way it doesn't stick that much. And your first couple runs on the highest setting, you want to fold it till it like gets a silky smooth consistency. And then you just go through each section at a time. And once I set it on the counter, I like to let it dry for not too long, about 15 minutes before putting it through this cutter one. And it doesn't stick at all. It works really well, but I still have so much fun making this. When it came to the sauce and everything, I went really basic today. I just jazzed up some jarred Alfredo sauce, threw in some chicken. So yeah, we are doing semi-homemade. Homemade noodles with a just fancied up jarred Alfredo sauce. I could have made the Alfredo sauce by hand, but honestly, I just wasn't in the mood for it. So we're just keeping it semi-homemade. Nice thing though about fresh noodles is they literally only take about 2 to 3 minutes in the boiling water to cook. They cook so much faster than dried pasta.
Let's find something better to
And then once I tossed in the sauce, I let it sit for another 15 minutes. Then that way it like thickens up, that sauce soaks into the noodles, and it's just awesome. And then just served it with broccoli. Broccoli is my kids' favorite, so we do broccoli with almost every single meal. But the kids devoured this. Everyone had second servings. We didn't have any leftovers. So this is definitely a dish that everyone enjoyed, and even the kids approved of it.
All these people can stare. I don't care about that. This is my pity party. I'm gonna cry all night and I'll flip the bird at the guys. I don't need nobody. This is my pity party. I'll do just what I want, yeah. I'll dance on top of the bar. I won't come down on it. I'll just do what I want. This is my...
Now, when it comes to my nighttime clean, I do definitely still have a list of things to do in the morning. This is why I don't often clean at night, is by this time of the night, I'm just so done and exhausted that the thought of cleaning up the house is the last thing I want to deal with. Now, I did push through it to at least get everything tidied up today. My thought was like, okay, if I can at least get everything tidied up, I can turn on the robot vacuum, let it vacuum the entire house. That way, in the morning, I can wake up and mop and do all of those things. But yeah, by this time of night, it was probably about 8 o'clock at night. I am just so ready for bed that it is definitely a struggle to have to convince myself to clean the house. I am definitely more of a morning person to early afternoon when it comes to cleaning.
This is my pity party. I'm gonna drink all night and then I'm gonna let the tears fall down. I'm gonna dance all night, yeah. I'm gonna let it all out. I'm gonna drink all night and then I'm gonna let the tears fall down. I'm gonna let it all out. This is my pity party. I'm gonna cry all night and I'll flip the bird at the guys. I don't need nobody. This is my pity party. I'll do just what I want, yeah. I'll dance on top of the bar. I won't come down on it. Yeah, I'll just do what I want. This is my pity party, pity party.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and if you're new, I would love if you would subscribe and join me here on my channel. And if you made it to the end, you guys know you guys are the true MVPs of my channel, and I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. So drop me a palm tree emoji down below to let me know that you made it this far, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.